One of my favorite memories, we did Chicago Mac, actually won our class. And we had Peter Barrett on board. Peter Barrett was one of the original owners of North Sails. When Peter Barrett and Lowell North decided they wanted to sell North Sails, Peter Barrett called my dad and said, "Terry, how'd you like to buy North Sails?" And my dad said, "Peter, I've already bought my suite of sails for the year." And he's going, "No, the company." That was in '83. The family's business is actually in food service equipment, but according to my father, it's not sexy. Sailing is. He was involved with North Sails for 30 years. We sold in 2014, but we still own a small piece. In the 2007 America's Cup in Valencia, he was meeting with Henry Min and Liz Bayless, and they concocted this whole plan about getting women's match racing into the Olympics. He wanted to really continue promoting women's match racing and trying to figure out how to raise money for that. So he came up with this idea for SEAS. SEAS stands for Sailing Education Association of Sheboygan. He immediately handed it off for me to build. Now, the problem with handing off your children to other people to raise is that they may not have the same vision you have. It's very difficult to raise money for women's match racing. It's a lot easier to raise money for community boating, for adaptive sailing, for educating kids. I personally believe that if we don't promote the sport and create new sailors, we aren't going to have people to do match racing. So I kind of went off on my own path on this one. And our mission statement is boating for everyone. You have some sort of disability that we can address, we'll try and do that for you. If you just want to refresh your course, we want everybody to have an opportunity to go boating. The kids being anywhere from late teens, early 20s. We actually originally started in the adaptive world with trying to help a sailor who had developed ALS. We jumped in the deep end and had to have a lot of complicated equipment to help him do that. So we set up pressure switches and bite switches so that he could actually control the sails and steer the boat, and he had a little bit of foot pedal to it. And then the next thing that we got into was blind sailing. Blind match racing, where the entire crew is blind. And they manage the course by hearing whistles from the starting mark and then the far windward mark. So they would just navigate the course by hearing. Our first project into this was doing the first blind match racing world championships in 2014. I really think it's great giving an opportunity to people that wouldn't necessarily have another chance to sail. Owning a boat is a lot of work. So people in our community boating program, we do all the work and they just can come down and sail. I find that the excitement and the joy of people that we help get out sailing, regardless of what their disability is really the most rewarding thing. I think it's absolutely wonderful when you get somebody that discovers going out on the water. Youth Sailing, they have day camps all summer long. We do a program called Making Mentors that we take kids from one of the schools in town and we match them up with a bunch of kids in high school. Students are learning how to mentor. In the process of that, we're using STEM education and sailing. We actually have some really great people on this year's crew, particularly, a number of whom I've sailed with before. They got a great personality for this and skill sets. Again, our mission statement is boating for everyone. And I love sharing that with people.